the light is accelerating in our bodies. And what is the best way that we can flow with this intense energy that is constantly flowing through our vessels? Work with the elements, get in the elements of nature, the water, the sun, the air, the earth, fire. Feeling into these elements and feeling and seeing how they balance out each other, yet they are so different. Water, earth, fire, and air. Working with them can help you feel balanced, can help you feel centered. Because you're playing and you're connecting with different life that all have a purpose. And we know that they can be used in wrong ways, or they can be used to kill something, like you stepping into fire or you drowning in water, when the water also gives you life by hydrating all your cells, and the fire by warming you up whenever you're cold. So working with the elements will help us feel more centered whenever these energies hit us, because we're constantly getting hit with these energies. It'll also bring us back to a more humane level of understanding, like our ancestors had with the mother. So we're returning back to that. And we'll start getting our memories back from that, because they're right there with us. They've done it so many times. And so, yeah, behind you are all the past lives, behind you are all the ancestors, and they know their connection with the earth. And so when you're there connecting with the earth, you're on top of all their shoulders right now, holding all this information, holding all this trauma, holding everything by you doing your work now. And so yeah, I'm feeling a lot of the answers I'm getting, and how can we feel more grounded and centered and navigate all these intense powerful light codes of energy that are coming in our physical bodies, is we need to return back to our ancestors, because they would know exactly what to do whenever they would feel this coming. They would immediately start to do rituals and ceremonies with the earth, because it's like the earth is ascending. And if we're having trouble with ascending, like with some complications in our physical body and our emotional body, we go to the earth for healing, because she already knows what to do. She has no choice but to shed and shed and shed and keep rising and rising and rising. And so imagine someone making a ceremony with the mother, asking to make the process easier. This is what we need. We need community and fire, and we need singing and healing, and all in commune with the earth. That's an easier place where we can start for some of us, is what they're saying, because the angels are always here, the star beings are always here, the elementals are always here, the fairies are always here, the Sasquatch is always here. All these beings of light that are helping us are always here, but we may not be ready for them completely. So that's why we have to turn to the things that we feel comfortable with in order to connect, And so that could be an actual person, like a friend or a cousin or someone that you trust, to explain your human struggles. And then the earth, because the earth feels like home. Well, we may not know that it is our home for some of us, but we know that we came here with a purpose. And so, yeah, we can turn to something more comfortable and more familiar and have such a strong connection there. And then I feel like once we have that strong connection with the earth, everything else will flow, because everything else is connected. So the angels will start coming in, the star beings will start coming in for you. Because they're working with the mother. And if we're working with the mother, they're all connected. I also want us to get rid of this fear that we have around these beings that we don't know. Of course, it's a very natural reaction of something that you don't understand, of something that's been programmed to us as evil or as nefarious beings, when really it's just like humans. There are good beings, and then there are ones have gone to astray from the light. And they're telling us that we don't have to worry about that, because if we just state our intention of, I only intend to connect to beings of the light for the highest good, then that's what you will receive, because that is your free will. Now, if you just start talking out there to anything, it's kind of like you're talking out and into a mall saying, I need help, and then someone comes up that you don't trust but looks like you could trust them. So right, you don't know what you're talking to, so that's why you have to state what you want to talk to, because that is our free will. And so they're wanting us to know that, to have no fear and to let go of this, because we can direct our energy of statement and of using our words, our sound, to emit that saying and that command and that frequency within our being. And so, yeah, there's been a lot of talk around how fairies are nefarious beings because they're tricksters and they like to play with you, and they are, but there's also a lot of Tinkerbells. So we need to change that, and we're changing that now. We're changing that now. We're changing that now. I feel they have so much love for us. We're changing that now. We're changing that now. We're changing that now. How can we become more comfortable with communicating with different beings that might make us uncomfortable, because we're not used to communicating with beings that don't look human. One way is that we can research them, we can look them up. We can ask to meet them in our dreams first, because this is a more comfortable area, because you're not actually conscious in a physical body. You're conscious in the etheric realm, and so there won't be it's how do I explain this? It's not like you're in the etheric realm and you're gonna jump and all your thoughts are gonna go crazy and you're gonna feel tense in your body. No, because you don't have a body when you're in the etheric realm. You're just observing. You're light. You're just there. And so when you speak with these beings, it's so much lighter and it's so much easier because right, you're not in a physical body. So you can ask for them to come to you in your dreams and practice this every night, maybe. If it doesn't work the first night, then just keep trying. But just have faith that you will get a meeting. So we can practice by starting in our dream state, because they do this so that we feel more comfortable. And this is not something to do, but, well, it's something that we need to let go of, is if we know that we're easily influenced by these movies that we watch that are speaking in negative ways about beings. If we know that we're easily influenced, if we don't know that we're easily influenced, then we probably are. And so maybe it's time to take a break from watching these movies that try to tell us what they are, while we're in the process of gaining a new understanding of them. Maybe we shouldn't watch those movies, because it's messing with our past version of ourselves in our now moment, which is connected to truth and light and something higher. That is the statement of, or the question in your mind of, I know there are good beings out there, but why can't I seem to find them? Or I know there's good beings. And so if you're kind of like on this track, on this path, then maybe those movies wouldn't help in the process of understanding that, because it'll just reaffirm and feed into the program that they want to give you, that, they're evil. They're all evil. Archangel Michael is saying to stand strong in our word, stand strong in our decisions, stand strong in our actions. Anything that we do, I've spoke about this before, but yes, anything that we do or that we say should be said in its confidence, not here, there, but no, like, I did this. It's not, oh, I did this. It's, I did this. Because he wants us to feel our own power, even if we're faking it. Because this is kind of like fake it till you make it. He wants us to be so strong and so confident and so trusting in ourselves when we make decisions, so that we can analyze how it went, because it'll be much different from the one we used to do when we were nervous about making a decision, or we doubted, or we sounded doubtful when we made our decision, or when we spoke our decision or our statement. He wants us to be firm and in the name of love, to do these things for ourselves, for the highest good. And I'm not talking about going around and saying to everyone what you're doing. I'm talking about, if that is the case, then so be it. But I'm talking about also affirming it within yourself. Whether that's speaking out loud or in your mind, or the feeling behind the decision or the word or the action, it has to be a very confident place, because we have to start to train and learn from ourselves to be confident in the decisions we make. Any decision we make, he's saying, we shouldn't feel doubtful, or we shouldn't feel like, are we doing the right thing? Are we doing the wrong thing? Because that is not, it's a very human thing from the past, but we're right now. And humans are changing because we're getting stronger. And so we're stepping to a more, I'm getting like ascended master state, angelic state, more of our God selves. That is, imagine how your God self would do these actions. Imagine how your God self would say these words. Imagine how your God self would make these decisions. They wouldn't second guess themselves. They would say it how it is, and that will be it. That is so it is. It is what it is. Right? That's a very powerful place to be coming from. And yes, I know a lot of us are probably asking, well, how do I know if I'm right? How do I know if I'm making the right decision? How do I know if I'm trusting my intuition? Is it in the highest good for yourself and for everyone on this earth? I guess we can just ask, is it for my highest good? And that's where your heart is going to want you to grow, which is hard sometimes. But this is when it helps to ask other people that know this area. Don't go to other people that haven't mastered this area. Go to the masters and ask them, and then you'll start to get a confirmation of your decision if you need help. Right? And so that's like seeking a therapist or a guide. Just a guide that knows this area is much better than asking, say, a family member, maybe that hasn't gone through this, or a friend that maybe hasn't gone through what you're going through. Maybe it's time to look for a higher guidance. And that can always be yourself, but if you keep hitting a wall, they're saying that it is okay to ask for help from your guides and even someone in the physical that is a guide. But we should first always try to see what the answer is for us within ourselves, because if we're first going to them first, it's like we're completely neglecting our say. And that's the most important, because it's your being that you're going to make this decision. It's your life. So they're telling us to check within ourselves first. That's important. Before we go asking, telling. It's kind of like get clear, try to get at least somewhere, and then if you can't, then that's when you can ask a guide. In order for you in helping you make that decision. And they're reminding us to move at our own pace, because everyone is so different, and everyone's stages of life are all at different times. Everyone has their own divine timing. And so they're reminding us to stay focused on our own journey, because we will tend to want to compare, but that is very wrong. That is very wrong, because this is your divine life. This is your special life that is catered to only you. Okay, no one else has the same exact life that you're experiencing. No one else is going through or has gone through what you've gone through in your own specific way with all the details. Okay, maybe we have friends and people that have similar experiences, but no one has the exact experience of your soul right now. And so I think just seeing the beauty, Archangel Jophiel, seeing the beauty that everyone is different and that we're all in different stages of life helps me understand that everything's on track, everything's running smoothly. It's all as it is meant to be right now. Everything is in alignment, everything is going as planned. I'm here right now, they're over there right now. We're all in our own place. We're all in our own place. Everything is fine. And so this is again with counteracting your negative thoughts, counteracting what you used to do. We're working on putting it away, those negative things, but also counteracting it with something positive. So you would say, I'm letting this go, but I'm adopting the idea and the reality of everyone is so beautiful and different and in different stages, and that's so great to see and witness. That is so great to see and witness. So we're shedding the old and then we're adopting the new. That is how we can help us more smoothly navigate the new self that we're constantly becoming, right? I don't know who I'm going to be today. I don't know who I'm going to be tomorrow. I just know who I am right now. I just know all that I have been, but I don't know the rest of me. I know myself, but I don't know the rest of me. See, that's a very powerful place. Ooh. So, yeah, I think that is all. Let me check if there's anything else. And they want us to be gentle with ourselves. They want us to go easy on ourselves. They want us to take it slow with ourselves. They want us to be patient with ourselves. So all these words are a very loving energy towards ourselves. And so, yeah, we deserve to be gentle to ourselves. Thank you for watching, and I hope your day is filled with much peace and joy.